All right, welcome back. Thanks for logging on and tuning in. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. That way you can keep coming back over and over to hang with us and our fantastic creative guests in the arts and entertainment world. I'm Allison Ingraham, and right now we are in Cooperstown, New York at the Fenimore Theater. And we're hanging with cast members of A Midsummer Night's Dream play. We're hanging with Danielle and Michael Henrici. Thanks for hanging with us, guys.
Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about the play. Who do you play?
Oh, boy. Well, I'm the producer as well. I'm the director of education at the Fenimore Art Museum, and Glimmer Globe Theater is a program that I started 7 years ago, and we've been doing shows ever since then. A Midsummer Night's Dream is one of my all-time favorites. I've played Helena in a number of other productions, and this time I'm playing Titania, Queen of the Fairies.
Okay.
And I'm playing Nick Bottom the Weaver, and I'm also co-artistic director with Danielle of Glimmer Globe Theater Company. So.
Beautiful. So you play different characters. How is the character you're playing like you or different from you in real life?
Well, maybe you should ask my husband that, but I guess Titania likes to have her own way, and she's a bit bossy, and I suppose I'm a bit bossy. I like things done properly, but she's got a regal sense about her, and I'm a pretty low-key kind of a girl, I think, in general. So,
Bottom is extremely flamboyant and theatrical, so we do kind of share that in common. I hope I'm a slightly better actor and better at remembering my lines than he is.
He's a bit of an ass. You get that if you know the show.
The creator will get that. He has seen it and read it. Is it easier to play the character or yourself on stage?
That's an interesting question. Yeah, I love putting on different roles, and it's pretty easy for me to slip right into that. For instance, I give a speech, a curtain speech at the beginning, and sometimes that can actually be a little bit more nerve-wracking because you don't have lines written for you, first of all. So you're extemporaneous, and being yourself, people know you, whereas they don't know the character. So it's interesting. Yeah.
Much easier being the character. I don't let myself anywhere near the stage. So.
What's the biggest challenge about taking the role that you're playing?
Wow, that's a hard one because honestly, the biggest challenge for me was overcoming the fact that I missed playing Helena. I love that role. I've played it, as I said, a couple of different times, and I always felt like it was my part. I really identified with it. I was thrilled to let somebody else take that on so that Michael and I could play opposite each other.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, that was actually the hardest thing of all, because otherwise it's a blast. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know. It just slipped right into something like Bottom, so it's not really a challenge. I mean, I guess the hardest thing is the weather.
Yeah, well, it's unpredictable here in New York, as many of you know, our viewers. Besides yourself, which actor is going to just blow people away?
Oh, gosh. We have such a phenomenal cast. Oberon he's the king of the fairies, and he really, I knew instantly he would be a perfect king. And just like with Carl Lowenguth plays Demetrius, and the second he auditioned for Puck. And I thought, no, that is Demetrius. So, I mean, but honestly, everybody, I think, does a beautiful job. And we have some adorable little kids as fairies, too. It's awesome. It's cute.
Nice. If you could play another character in the show other than
Helena,
who would you play?
Oh, Bottom. It's the most fun part in the entire show, I think, because it's just so over the top and silly, and there are so few opportunities for an actor to do absolutely everything you were trained not to do.
Okay.
That's what bottom is. So that's the most delicious, juicy part.
Well, since I'm playing bottom, I got to pick something else. So when I was younger, I did want to play puck. That was kind of the very spry spirit kind of thing. I think would be a lot of fun.
Oh. So what do you think the audience will be thinking when they're driving home tonight?
Well, I hope that they are blown away. We have had 3 years now in this amphitheater, and the thing that people seem to say over and over and over again to me is that when they arrived, they sat down and thought, I'm not going to be able to pay attention to what's happening on stage because the scenery is so beautiful.
Yes.
And then, and this makes me feel great, they say as soon as the show starts, it's so wonderful and we're so in it and immersed in the story that we completely forget about the setting. And that, I think, is a testament to how wonderful our casts have been and the hard work that they've all put in. So,
do you agree with that?
Absolutely. People come and leave this show with a new appreciation for live theater and in the formats in which you can do it, because everyone thinks it's an interior thing with a stage. And here we are, just right out in the lawn of the Fenimore Art Museum, entering different worlds.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here.
doing it the way Shakespeare intended, I should say.
So what's coming up for you after this is all wrapped up?
Nap. We have a 2-year-old son, so we'll be planning a birthday party. But we do a Christmas Carol every
nice.
December. Actually, different venue. This would be a little chilly in December, but we do it over at the Farmers Museum in the Louis C. Jones Center. So we do that every single year, and we're considering doing a spring show as well in 2018. But next summer we'll be doing another live theater piece here in the amphitheater. It might be Cyrano de Bergerac. It might be Othello. We haven't decided yet, so teaser.
Yes. What's happening for you?
All the same thing. Wherever she goes, I go.
Okay. Do we have time for clickbait? Do you know what clickbait is?
No, but it sounds like truth or dare. So I'm in.
Kind of. Clickbait is when you're on the internet and you click on a link and it takes you somewhere where that's not where you want it to go. But we put a little twist on it. We had the girls in Florida troll the internet, scouring for funny, silly, quirky questions that our audience wants to know.
Oh, cool.
So
All right.
you pick a question, you're going to read it and tell us what you...
Have you ever been in a car accident? I have. I hit black ice and collided with a cop.
Oh,
that was
my
great.
God.
That was the best thing ever. And then all these patrol cars surrounded me. I think they thought I bumped them on purpose or something.
Oh,
so, but
gosh.
never a bad car accident though. Thank
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever taken dance lessons? Who would you want to dance with? Yes, I did study dance a little bit at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and this is my perfect partner.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
So sweet.
We got time for one more? One more.
All right, here we go. You've been kidnapped. The last characters of the TV show you watched are coming to save you. Who is coming to save you? Lucy Ricardo.
So cool. How would that be? Yes, I watch her every morning.
If you could be trapped in any TV show for 1 week, which show would that be? Cheers.
Our son would like that.
Yes. Well, guys, it's been a blast. We've had so much fun hanging with Danielle and Michael today. I am Allison Ingraham, but before we go, we would like to thank our partners at Famous Faces and Funnies, Off the Chain Radio with Yvonne Mason, Space Coast Comics, the Florida Book News, Wordfire Press, and our great friends at Summon Unique Magazine. These are the folks that share our videos all over the World Wide Web, and we hope you will too. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and let us know what you think of today's show and our guest. You can also check our guest links below. Remember to subscribe, log in, and stay tuned to see who we're hanging with next. That was beautiful, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us.
Oh,
Thank
my
you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you so much.
Wow.